Steve Bannon is weighing in on the political aspirations and ambitions of Marjorie Greene, and they go about as high as you can imagine. He is saying that she wants to be VP. And first of all, I would like to congratulate Steve Bannon on being on the cutting edge of political discourse. Everybody was already talking about this like 3 months ago. Anyway, but he has actually spoken with her, which is a benefit to him? Doesn't seem like one, but he does have inside information. And so here is why he feels so confident that she wants to be Trump's VP candidate. He says, this is no shrinking violet, she's ambitious. She's not shy about that, nor should she be. She's both strategic and disciplined. And I sort of get what he means with that last part. It seems weird to apply as lofty an adjective as strategic to the mind of Marjorie Greene, but anyway, he says she sees herself on the short list for Trump's VP. Paraphrasing Cokie Roberts, when MTG looks in the mirror, she sees a potential president smiling back. That's my favorite part of this, because he is explicitly talking about her being VP there, and I guess maybe he means someday she would run for president too, and why not? That seems like hell, so I'm sure we'll experience it together. But it sounds like he's saying she wants to be Trump's VP and just wait in the wings until he inevitably keels over. That's what it feels like to me, Francesca. That said, they have a second source, not just Bannon, saying that Greene, her whole vision is to be vice president. The source, who has ties to Trump, spoke on condition of anonymity, but also believes that Greene would be on Trump's shortlist. And look, this is considered like a big divisive rumor in today's news cycle. I just take this as a given. Like, yeah, she's almost certainly on the short list. I am starting to think maybe Kari Lake could edge her out. Maybe Tulsi Gabbard. I don't know for sure. What do you think?
Oh God, you just planting that. I had to like swallow a little bit of vom right there. Thinking of Tulsi Gabbard as a running mate. Yeah, of course. Of course, Marjorie wants to be the running mate, and it makes sense. We can't have nice things in this country, so we will, if I were to call it, Trump gets reelected, Trump keels over, which is good. That feels good. Then Marjorie becomes president. That feels bad. Mm-hmm. And there you have it. And then we are basically in a don't look up situation with Meryl Streep, except we've got Marjorie Greene. Anyway, yeah, no, it's clear that here's what I will say. What I like about Trump is that he also loves being a wet blanket on people's dreams. Mm-hmm. Like he hates the idea that other people have ambitions other than himself, right? Or that their ambitions are not just to prop him up and his greatness. She's done a good job, right? She was, not successfully, but she was like lobbying her fellow congresspeople on the floor when they were trying to vote for McCarthy, and she had Donald on the phone, right? Like mm-hmm. DJT was like, here, talk to him, he's begging us. She was doing that, she's been calling Boebert out for her lack of like loyalty. She's been doing all the things, but also she's a little, she's trying to be her own thing. And Trump doesn't like someone who's trying to be their own thing. He's going to have to play kind of if she's the nominee, a second fiddle, like a passing the torch, passing the baton situation. And I don't think he likes that. Remember when Chris Christie kind of stepped out a little bit too much? Remember when even Rudy Giuliani stepped out a little too much, and then he got beaten to submission, and he came back and he was fine. He was sort of like came back as a little puppy lapdog and like, no, you don't have to even pay me. I will eat off the ground. I'll
rely on Cameo. Yes, I do recall that. He probably made a few royalties off of the Borat movie. I do agree that Marjorie Greene has certain pros, I think, from his point of view, that she is incurious and conspiratorial and will relentlessly attack people for incredibly personal things. I think you'll like all of that, but I agree that she might be too ambitious for him. It is also, isn't it weird that like I agree with you when you laid out the case that he doesn't like other people around him to have ambition. I think most people would agree with that. Isn't it weird that like his claim to fame before the presidency was that he hosted a show where he'd be choosing his apprentice, and he clearly doesn't want anyone else to succeed except for him, which is like the one thing you don't want in a mentor. Anyway, I think that Kari Lake might have a leg up in that respect, that I think she would be more deferential to Trump. I think that Marjorie Greene 2 years ago would be that, but I think that she's getting like a little bit big for her britches from the point of view of a Donald Trump, someone as sensitive and thin-skinned as him. Anyway, do we have the poll? I don't know if we actually, do we? No, okay, we don't. We cannot poll you about this, so I post on Twitch or on YouTube or something.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.